before we ever grew. But you know better while I'm trying to shrink back down. 'Cause I miss when you looked at me like I cured diseases.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the JPC Frequency Podcast, episode 2. I'm here with a very special guest, Mark Ghastine. How's it going, brother?
Going well. How are you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good, man.
Nice.
I appreciate you.
Of course. Appreciate you.
Yeah, this is the first episode in the studio, so it feels good to be back.
It's a nice place. I like all the colorful paintings and all that. It's really I don't know, psychedelic.
Yeah, my wife helped me set up this wall behind you. Got me most of the artwork back there. So, yeah. So, anyways, I have been listening to your music, which I'll provide Mark's link tree. It has everything there that you need to know, how to find them, how to listen, support them. But it jams, man. It's like I'll go walk my dog, or if I was cleaning the house, like it's just really good vibe music.
Damn, thanks. Yeah. I'm glad you like it, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And it happened organically. We met at, who runs those shows? It's like Underground.
It's Underground Voices. His name is Paul, but I'm blanking on his last name.
It was a cool little spot. It was like in an apartment building or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was.
That was fun. I was not expecting that night to happen. My friend Caleb Lemons, he was one of the performers, and I was like doing the camera work for him, which I like barely know how to do. But I was just like, all right, I got nothing going on. Let's go. And so we went, and they had like that open mic thing, so I got to play that. But yeah, that was like totally random. And then I don't know how we met each other.
You know what? It was because of the camera.
It was?
Yeah, because you were filming, and I got my Sony right here.
Right, we have the same one. No, that's not the same one.
No, because are you a Canon guy?
No, it's Sony.
It's Sony.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the higher up though. This is just the A64.
It's not even mine. It's his.
Oh, really?
It's Caleb's. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he has a Sony A7 III or something like that. But yeah, that's right. Because I was asking you, like, do you know how to work this thing?
I'm barely learning myself, man.
Yeah.
A lot of YouTube videos, shit like that helps.
Yeah, YouTube's big.
But yeah, it's I've been wanting to get into it because like you go to all these shows and you see like the guys like doing the filming or the audio, anything just with live music. I feel like would be awesome.
They look so legit, like how they're doing it at these like angles and stuff.
Yeah,
like, damn, like I should catch up. I just try to like copy the other photographer or videographer there.
Just start following their movements. Yeah, because there was a couple of guys there.
There were like 5 or something. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I learned a lot about camera work because I just asked everyone, but like monkey see, monkey do with like the other guy next to me just like did what he was doing. But yeah, it was fun. It was a good night.
Yeah, man. I had a good time. I enjoyed myself. Mm-hmm. All the performers there were, it's just cool to see that underground scene. That was actually going to be the name of the podcast. I was thinking about doing Underground Frequencies.
Okay.
And I had my wife look it up because she's like my business person.
your consultant.
She's my consultant, man. We're a family run podcast here.
Nice.
No, but she's like, oh no, that one's taken, babe. And I was like, damn it.
Damn, that would have been cool. That's a good name.
I mean, the JPC Frequency, like it's just my initials. After I thought about it, I was like, it's kind of dope because like everybody I'm talking to, you're in my frequency. So I like that kind of concept of just having people in that I really enjoy listening to, or I don't plan on it being just musicians. So that's why I like talking about photography or any kind of entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
No,
I get it now.
Yeah, man.
It clicked right now. Like, oh, it's in JPC's frequency.
Yeah, right. It took me a minute. I just thought that I put it down initially because it rhymed.
Yeah, it's a nice rhyme. I'll give you that.
But yeah, it has a better meaning to me now than it did before. Yeah. So
yeah, it's a good accident then.
But yeah, so did you know any of the other performers there? Like, I know you follow. Do you follow Chuck Mallard?
Chuck Mallard.
He was one of the rappers. There's a couple good rappers out there.
There were,
man.
yeah. I got the rappers mixed up.
What's his name? Arawati?
Arawati, yeah.
Dude,
He's badass, yeah.
I saw that you were like following him, and I remembered him from that night. And dude's pretty legit, man. He's got like the stream shit going.
The stream shit?
Yeah, like he's like streaming. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, his Twitch stream.
See, dude, I feel so old. Like I just got a Facebook.
You just got a Facebook?
Yeah, like a day or two ago. It's been like 8 years. Like I had one when I was younger, and then I just kind of like got out of the social media game. I was just done with it.
That's good.
It could be if in moderation anything's good, I get, or it's not too bad. But if you start getting like slowly, as soon as you wake up, check your phone. You're out somewhere checking your phone. I'm like, yeah, this could be a problem.
True. Are you on Twitter?
No, man.
Okay,
right now, just Instagram and Facebook. Somebody was telling me to do the what is it? Not Twitter. TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really. I have one, but I don't really like use it really. I'll upload a couple of videos, but I don't really go on it much. But Twitter is the killer. That's
the one.
So that's been like not like 80% of social media time on Twitter. Yeah. Twitter's hilarious.
It's like shorter rants, right? It's just
pretty much. It'll be like a sentence, or it's like a whole like different lingo. I can't really explain it. It's a bunch of like, so like it's like a hotbed for memes, obviously. But Instagram kind of is too, I guess. But I can't even get into it. Like Twitter is hilarious. I don't recommend it though, because like you
get sucked in.
Yeah, you get sucked in. It's just so fun, but it's such a waste of time, I guess. But
I mean, you got to spend your free time somehow, I guess.
True. Yeah.
But yeah, man. So I dig your music. You already know that. Hell, when he showed up, I was jamming it. Yeah. But I kind of I thought it would be cool to give people, your current fans, future fans, like an insight into you as a person. So let's start off. Are you from Austin, Texas?
No, man. So I moved here like a year ago. I'm actually from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Shout out Ohio.
So I grew up there pretty much my whole life. But yeah, so I moved here because I wanted to be involved in like the music scene I kept hearing about. And that's like, long story short, that's it. But also I just heard like Austin's just like a really fun place. It's like young and lively, which it is. Like it's really fun living here.
Yeah.
There's like a ton of shit to do, like all the time. It's really hot though. Like,
oh my God, dude. Humid.
It's fucking killing me, but it's I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, that was rough. Like July and even May, dude. May was like in the 100s. I know that was the hottest May in like Austin's history.
Like, yeah, didn't we have like the most consecutive days of like over 100 or some shit?
I think it was the second. It was like 20. It was like 2 months of.
It's like I'd step outside. Nope.
Yeah. There was no rain or like not a cloud in the sky, which like, you would think is good, but eventually just like the sun just keeps beating down on you. But,
which shout out to the rain that's been happening.
Yeah.
Right? Like it needs an applause because it's, I mean, it makes it humid, but at least like.
No, it's worth it. Just seeing it rain outside, I was like, oh, thank God. Like.
Oh yeah. It makes me want to like put a hoodie on, and then I remember it's still 95. Like.
The rain is hot.
Yeah, it's like all steaming when it hits the ground, dude. It's cool for like, so do you go like a bunch of creeks and lakes? So they got like Barton Springs and all that.
Yeah, so Barton Springs is dope. I went there this summer. That was really cool.
Oh, dude, that's like the, do you go to the paid side or the free side?
I went to both. So at first I went to the paid side because
it's clean. It looks nice.
It's clean. It's nice. The water's really nice and everything. But then I was with a couple of friends. And we looked over and it was like, what the, like, there's a party over on the other side.
Yeah, because they don't let you, I haven't been to the paid side yet, but I heard there's like stricter rules and
like you can't bring any food or any drink or you can't bring anything because they want to keep it really clean. So if you're like,
not on that other side, baby. It's, they are partying, dude.
The other side is the opposite. Like they like bring whatever you want. Like
hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like it's a whole different vibe. I probably prefer the other side where it's like you can bring all that stuff and it's like people have like music going.
Oh yeah. You'll have like sectors of the creek where it's like some reggae music playing, some country over here, some like rap.
Yeah, there's like tire swings and shit. Like it's a whole thing, but
Yeah, it's fun. Anytime somebody comes and visits me I'm from Lubbock. So like anytime they come up here, we'll take them out there.
nice. Yeah.
Now, the water, I would say on the downside is like, don't take your dog out there, at least now, because they'll drink it and get sick. What I've heard,
Yeah, I can see that. The water wasn't great, but
Yeah.
the vibes are great.
Ooh, we found a spot, man. I don't know if you ever went out there yet, but it's Lake Georgetown.
Lake Georgetown.
Yeah, dude, it is nice. Like just nice water, clean. And then like, I feel like it's a little oasis because there's a free parking spot. Because I literally just Googled, Lake Georgetown, and it took me to this free parking. And like you walk down and there's like a little cove and it's just super chill. So I suggest anybody in Austin, check that out. But Barton Springs, if you want to go party,
Yeah,
that's where it's
Barton
at.
Springs is fun. But I'll take the party side, I guess.
Yeah.
I would say if you want to like go swim, go to the paid side. It's only like $5.
Like if you're taking your kids,
Yeah.
go ahead and go to the paid side, spend that money.
Yeah, just $5. Go to the paid side.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
It's like a really high quality pool. Like, yeah, that's the
funny.
way. But yeah, so yeah, I moved here a year ago, and I'm really liking it. It's really fun. I kind of just moved here. I didn't know anyone. Just wanted to have that kind of adventure feel, I guess.
Just by yourself, no friends, girlfriend, nothing.
No.
Damn.
I just left. Yeah. Well, I planned it obviously. Like I got a job first.
Okay, I was about to say you just showed up in Austin with your little knapsack.
No, that sounded way more dramatic than what it was. But yeah, it was. I wouldn't say it was like spontaneous, but it was kind of like I decided like a month kind of before moving.
Yeah, like researching jobs and finding the place to live. That's how my wife and I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the place to live we had locked down, but it was just the jobs. So we, researched, found one, cool.
Yeah, yeah. I feel that. But yeah, it's been nice. I was also considering like Nashville and like New York.
Like music, meccas.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so Nashville was like in the lead for a while. Kind of not really last second, but I started leaning towards Austin because I just, you do a lot of research and like Nashville's great. I've been there. It's a lot of country. I'm actually going there next week, which is funny. But
Nice.
yeah, I'm going.
You got people out there or just gonna go
My friend,
travel?
so me and my friend, me and my two friends are going, and one of them, he knows like some people. He's like a really good drummer around town. And yeah, so we're going. His friend has he lives in a house with like a studio and all this.
Oh,
so
nice.
you don't have to like even pay. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go.
Do your friends are they musicians as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's been the coolest part about being here. Probably is that like my friends here are all like really good musicians, which is crazy because growing up and like I love my friends from home, obviously.
Those are the day ones.
Yeah. But like, I guess I wasn't really interested. This is a good like get to know me thing, but I wasn't really like serious about music like this, like I am now, until like a couple of years ago, probably. But yeah, I was really just like, I don't know. I kind of always saw it as something that's like, kind of like too dreamy, I guess. It's like your head's in the clouds, like nah.
Yeah. Did you have older family members telling you like, oh, you need to find a more traditional route? Or
Yeah, I guess so. But at the same time, like, I feel like my mindset wasn't there either. I can't. But
how old are you, by the way?
I'm 24.
24. Oh, you're still young. You got your whole life ahead of you.
I love it. I love that. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so I went through college and all that, and I was really into science, which science is awesome. But
yeah.
Then I don't know what happened. Like it just kind of switched. I feel like the reality sets in where you're like, wait a second, I might like have a career for like years and years, be in something that I'm not like 100% sure I want to do, or doing something I'm not like totally sure what you want to do, and then you like really go back to the drawing board, and it's like, what do I really love? What am I like good at? And like, yeah. So for me, I was like, why am I not doing music? Like, why haven't I been doing this my whole life? Like, I've always been passionate about it, but I never like started like recording music and like, I guess I learned how to sing and all that like until like 2 years ago. But so yeah, it was kind of like all at once in a way, which is good and bad. Good because it created like a ton of urgency with me, like a sense of urgency. Like I got to go like now.
Lit that fire under you.
Yeah.
Huh?
And now looking back, it's like, whatever. Like I was 22, like that's like, you're still young. But when I was 22 or 21, I kind of didn't like see it like in that like grand perspective, I guess. I was like, oh shit, like I'm behind. Like,
I mean, who does at that age, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess some people might, but I know I didn't.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was like, really like dove into it like hard, like really hard. And like, especially with learning how to sing. Cause I was like, damn, like I want to be like a singer songwriter and I don't know how to sing. So I like,
well, your music begs to differ, man, because that shit's banging.
No, I appreciate it. But, yeah, I got it together. Like I learned pretty quickly, but,
so I've been interested in that. I've always wanted to sing. I like to, you know, I'm a karaoke guy sometimes. If I get a little drink, a couple drinks in me, you know,
throw a couple back, you know,
yeah. Then everybody feels like they can sing.
I'm the superstar. Yeah.
How did that go? Like, did you take lessons or?
Man, it was frustrating. So at first I started with YouTube, which was kind of helpful. It was helpful, I guess. And, just singing like a couple songs that I just wanted to nail down, but it was really frustrating.
What was your first song you were rocking with?
So it's called "You Got Me" by Omar Apollo.
You got me.
Yeah, but it's spelled like you, and then GOTME, all in one word. Yeah, just look. If you listen to Omar Apollo, it'll show up on. It's like one of his more popular songs. But
yeah, I'll have to go. I never heard of it. I'll check it out.
It's such a good song. That might be like a top 5 song for me. But yeah, so that was the song. I was like, dude, I want to sing this song.
Dude, someone's top 5 song tells a lot about them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to look that up.
Okay.
I'll get to. Yeah, everybody check that out, guys.
It's a total groove. Yeah. Yeah, that was the first song. And
how long would you say it took you to kind of finally get it to where you're like, dude, I got it. I'm in.
It's a long time because I didn't have any like fundamental singing technique, and I had to really develop that. And that honestly took like a year, I would say. It probably took like a year to really learn how to sing.
And that's with you like giving actual effort into it, not just to, you know, like once a week or something like that. You're in it.
Yeah, it was like 5 days a week probably. But
damn.
Yeah.
That's dedication, bro.
Yeah, I tried a lot. But yeah, so YouTube, and then I got a vocal coach, which was huge, and that was awesome. And like, it did kind of make it like, well, I just completely like confided in him. So we would do these exercises that I was like, what it like, you know, you're thinking like, what does this have to do with singing? But it has to do a lot with singing. Now you can see that, but like at the time you don't. But that guy was awesome, and like, he mentored me a lot with music, and I still like, I'm in contact with him and all that. But anyway, yeah. So
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Kind of like your music guru.
Yeah. Him and my friend from Cincinnati, who's like a songwriter, producer. He does like all, he knows a ton of shit. Like that guy from Cincinnati is like my go-to, like, if I have a demo, I'm like, all right, what do you think?
You got to clear it with him first.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in order for him to be like real, is he ever like, hey man, you know, switch this up a little bit, or like, did he ever?
Oh yeah. He'll keep it real. For
nice.
Sure.
Yeah. You got to have people like that in your corner.
Yeah.
Man.
I wouldn't trust him it would be really sketchy if he was always like awesome stuff.
Dude, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life, dude.
Yeah.
Bunch of yes men.
Yeah. No, he gives like detailed critique and like why to do something, like this like galaxy brain type of stuff.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, it's really interesting. But yeah, him and my vocal coach, my old vocal coach at least. But yeah, so I would say with singing, there's things you don't think about that are like extremely important. So the two biggest ones are breathing with your like abdomen, which isn't like a natural thing you just do all the time. It's
Like you
not
got to like actually
you have to, like,
think
learn,
about
like,
it.
Yeah, like muscle memory kind of thing. Like you have to like really practice it. And then your vowels, which sounds like that was the one I was like we practiced vowels for like months, for like the first 3 months. And yeah, and I can't really like he could obviously explain it like perfectly. I'll try, but it's like your tongue, like all those like tiny muscles in your mouth and like your throat, like your muscle memory has to kick in to like place them in the perfect place to make like an E syllable or like an A syllable.
Damn, so you've turned yourself into an instrument, basically.
That's kind of, yeah, a little bit, yeah. But yeah, and those are like the fundamental stuff is really difficult, but then you can learn it. You just have to stick with it. And it's the kind of like, you know, like people say progress isn't like a linear thing. It's like all over the place. So it was like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, I really like trusted this guy, and like whatever, like his words were gold. Like I would do what he says like constantly. So
How do you meet somebody like that? Was it like
it was just like online
business card or some shit? Or?
No, it was just this music academy in Cincinnati, just like regular old vocal lessons.
Damn, and then he ended up being that guy.
Yeah.
Nice. The universe, man, it works mysterious ways.
Yeah, he's great. But yeah, and a lot of singing also is like you can't sing all the notes you want. Like, you know, like there's different like vocal registers, right? Like I'm a baritone, which means like naturally my voice sounds better like in the low frequencies, right? So you have to like understand that and like understand how to use your voice, because that's, you know, I can't sound like Ed Sheeran, for example, like you know.
Yeah.
And honestly, as a singer, as like a very young singer, at least for me, that was my goal. Not Ed Sheeran, but like I wanted to sound like Omar Apollo, who I mentioned. Like I think he has like the best voice I've ever heard. And like when I started singing, I was like, I want to sing like that. And I was like, all right, like teach me how to sing like that. But it doesn't work like that because, you know, his voice is different. And
so it doesn't mean that like you're not as good of a singer as him. It just means that he can hit different like pockets, right?
Right.
Kind of like you got your own pocket.
Yeah, like a vocal range. Like mine would be like here to here. Maybe yours is like here to here. So like it's you know, like think about like in very like the simplest example is like a woman versus a man's voice. Like obviously they're different, and it's kind of the same type of logic with like men's, like with everyone's voice. Like we have different voices. There's like registers though. Like a baritone is like a lower voice, like mine. Tenor is like
the mid range.
Like a male's like most. I don't know. I don't really know for sure, but like probably like a little higher than mine. But like tenor is like the register above it, and then there's like alto, which is like pretty high. I think most guys I think are baritones and tenors. And then like basses are like low. Like there was this guy at my high school. He was like a really good opera singer, and he was a bass, and his voice was so low. It was crazy.
You know what?
He was like a world class opera singer. It was awesome.
Those low voices are hilarious, man. Because I used to I didn't do choir, but like when I would go to church as a kid, and they'd have those like choirs with the deep you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, like
the basses, man, they're low ass voices. But yeah, singing, like I definitely wouldn't even consider myself an expert at it. I just think after a couple of years, I kind of know, you know, where my voice sits and how to use it. And I've locked in on like, you know, the fundamental stuff. And yeah, I would say, I would definitely not call myself like I don't think I could like teach a kid how to sing, for example. Like I wouldn't want to be like a teacher. Like I don't think I could do that. But yeah, if you want to get into it, which I know this is how like we started talking about it, but
That's good advice though. Like, cause you know, a lot of people might think like, oh, either I can't sing or I can, you know, it's like you can if you just put a year into it, 2 years.
That's the biggest thing. Yeah. Is like, the truth is everyone can sing, but you have to sing, you have to like learn it. It's kind of like working out, because it's all like muscles in your throat and all this stuff, and like muscle memory and like technique. Like, just like you can work out, gain muscle, blah, blah, blah. You can do that, but just with different muscles. That's what I kind of like push myself to think about when I was like...
It's like you're hitting the gym when you're practicing.
Like when I was struggling, I was like... Because like naturally I didn't like, you know how to sing or anything. So when I was struggling, I was like, it's fine. Like, this is just like working out. Like, you've been to the gym before. Like, you know how this works. Like, you know. So, but yeah, everyone can sing. I believe in that. You just have to, it's just like not maybe as natural as a thing as singers make it sound like, if that makes sense. Like, and because there's some people that are naturally good at singing, like they're just gifted at singing, and they just, you know, they don't have to worry about things like, they have like natural resonance in their voice, or like maybe natural vibrato, which like most singers, you'll have to like learn how to do that kind of.
Yeah.
But you know, we're all different, I guess. But yeah.
That's cool. So that's kind of the singing aspect of it. Mm-hmm. And I know you are a singer, songwriter, right, a musician. What about, was it always guitar that you played, or do you know multiple instruments? Because when I listen to your music, I'm like, damn, this guy's like, you got some like real like production in it, man. Like it's like you're behind the keys too a little bit, you know? So
yeah. So guitar and bass are probably like my main instruments. Yeah, I played guitar and bass for like a while now. When I just picked it up when I was like 13 years old. So it's been a while. I've always loved playing guitar and bass. Through school, I was the bass player in like jazz band and stuff. I was always involved with band. And then guitar, it started more with bass, I guess. And then guitar more like in college and high school, I guess. And just all styles. Like guitar like blew my mind when I got into it. For a while, I just played like country stuff, like.
Oh, some country, huh?
Yeah, country like his name like Chet Atkins, if you've heard of him.
Some twangy stuff.
Yeah, like honky tonk kind of thing.
Hey man, I'm born and raised in Texas, so I know the little Texas country.
Country guitar playing is sick though. Like I played like acoustic style, as opposed to like chicken picking guitar.
Chicken picking.
Like this really.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah, chicken picking. But chicken picking's like playing electric guitar and playing like so like you got your pick and you're like how you normally do, but you're also picking with your middle finger. So it's like this crazy like twangy, like it sounds like a banjo. It really sounds like a banjo. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, like when you say banjo, I hear that you know, like that classic
it's
banjo.
Like really fast, like it's like so fast, but that stuff's badass. I don't know how to do that, but yeah. So bass and guitar are like my main things, and when I make a song, it always starts with guitar, I would say.
Did you learn music theory?
I did, yeah. Well, I did, because in high school we had like AP Music Theory. And I was really into I thought it was really fascinating actually, like the theory side of music. And like for a while I was like more invested in that than like actually like being good at an instrument.
Just like the actual learning of it.
Yeah, because I thought it was awesome. Like just front to back, I thought music theory was really cool.
Like I didn't even know it was a thing until like a few years back, because I had a guitar for a while. R.I.P. my guitar, I pawned it. Boy, it was hurting at one point. I had to
rip in peace.
No, but I mean, I'm gonna get another one. I love just playing, man. I don't see myself, you know, in a band or something crazy, but like just like sitting back noodling around.
Yeah, just like hobby stuff.
And that's how I used to do that, like chords. I know back in the day there used to be those chord websites where you just go on and be like, look up your favorite song and learn
that's
them.
still around. Yeah.
Yeah, but when I was playing like recently, a couple years ago, I would look up music theory, and actually I know how to play piano now because of that.
Yeah.
Really, mainly the key of C because it's just white keys.
Yeah, just the white keys.
The easiest one. I was like, yeah, this is it. I'm good now.
Yeah,
I'm like, you can hit any of these keys together and they're gonna sound good. Music theory. It's interesting, man. Yeah,
it is. But I don't really think about it too much when I'm like right now. I don't really think about it.
When you're writing, you just like, this sounds cool as shit.
Yeah, kind of, honestly. But it is helpful. Like I do think about it, but it's definitely not like the first thing. Like, all right, I need to go from this chord to this chord to like get this resolution.
Yeah.
Or like this interval, or all those music theory concepts. I don't really.
Tension, resolve.
Yeah.
Solid.
Like yeah. It kind of like comes,
That's cool.
Yeah. So writing songs, I guess, I definitely start with guitar, and I don't really, honestly, don't have much of I don't really know if I have a process. It kind of just all unfolds over the course of a couple of weeks or a month or a couple months sometimes.
You stick with do you ever like just stick with what you got? Like you say you get something you like and you're like, let me just build on this. Or do you like build on it a little bit and then switch to something else or take a step back, things like that? Or
yeah, I would say mostly the first one. Like when I find like some groove I'm like, okay, I can do something with this, But yeah, and then it's hard to like focus on like one thing, because at least me, and I know a lot of other musicians, like you want to like move on to the next project because it's just more fun to like create than it is to like really like define like the song like details wise, and like lock in on like the production of the song, like how it flows and all. I mean, like the details are great, but at least to me, it's more fun to like create the foundation of a song. Like that's more exciting to me. But yeah, it's a weird process, man. I don't really know how to describe it. It's kind of all over the place. Like I really don't have like a structure, and yeah. I don't know.
Because I know that the way that you have your songs out now, they're basically all like singles, right?
Yeah.
But like if you put them into a project, like if you just took all your, so was it 6 at this point? I believe
6. Yeah, 6.
Because I was like, I'm trying to be a better host. So I'm like, I'm doing my homework. Like I'm gonna spend my time. I'm gonna listen to this dude. But yeah, I noticed you had a song also that was put on the radio. I think was it
KUTX.
KUTX. That's, I looked them up. They're here in Austin.
Right.
How does something like that happen, man? Do they just hear it one day and they're like, yo, or do you have to submit it? Or
yeah, so you submit it. So I sought for it because I was like, I want to get on the radio. That'd be tight. And yeah, and then like I looked up like radio stations in Austin because I don't listen to the radio much. But so I looked it up, and yeah, you look around, and I found it, and it was like there's like this thing called Song of the Day.
Yeah,
that's what I was featured on. And so it's like email this guy with like what's this song about, and like a little bit about yourself. I think something general,
like a little questionnaire they have you fill out.
It wasn't like a questionnaire. It was just like you didn't like fill anything out. It was just like an email. It was just like tell me about what this song is, and like send the obviously send the song. But yeah, and obviously I wasn't like really expecting to get on there, but he reached out like 2 weeks later and was like, he said, damn, exclamation point. I was like, oh, okay.
Is that good?
Like,
is this good or what?
Yeah, I was like, what? Like that's the first thing he said. I was like, damn. And I was like, I've never had an email that
that was the only word in the email?
No, not the only word, but like that was the first. I was like, I've never like been in this situation. Like the first word of an email is just damn. Yeah. So
and tell the people what song it was. They need to go listen to it.
yeah, it was called "Did You Do the Math."
That is a jam, bro.
Thanks, man. But yeah, that song I released it in March, and I was on the radio in March, I think, for that one. But
I got a good little insight then. How about what? I mean, I know you probably won't remember verbatim, but whenever you were telling the guy about it, like, how did you present the song or the meaning behind it?
I think I said, well, basically that song is kind of me like looking back and like questioning my, I guess, arc. But it's really like did you do the math? I'm saying like, did I really think this through? Like, is this really like this dream I'm chasing after of, being an artist? Is it actually tangible, or is this kind of something in my head that like I'm just daydreaming about? And yeah, and like a lot of it is like you're going through like the monotony of life, and you're kind of wishing like I should like change it up, like as like because I do like that happens, like I work the old 9 to 5, like and like all the time you're thinking, is this the rest of my life? Like is this how it's gonna be?
Oh, I hate that feeling.
Yeah, and like so that song is kind of like when you're in between that and like your like dreamer self, I guess, and you're like, is this like, can I really like take that step and like go? It's just like a kind of like self-doubt a little bit, and like also like self like it's a very introspective song, I'll say that. Like you're like really looking into yourself, kind of saying like, do it, like, is this what I want? Is this like can I make this like a reality, I guess?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I always find it interesting. I love when artists like explain the meaning behind songs.
True, yeah.
Cause like what I'm doing is, I'm processing the guitar and like I'm listening to everything and the vocals, of course, but it's just like I'm taking it in as just like a, just one giant meal.
Yeah.
But what it took to prepare that meal, like the spices you use, like everything that you threw into it's cool to hear that kind of shit, man. And I think your fans will appreciate that.
Sure,
so
yeah. Awesome.
One of your quotes, and I'm going to misquote it and for fear of not just pulling my phone out, but you said, watching people fly while you're just trying to walk.
Oh yeah, I didn't say that. Yeah.
Dude, that resonated with me so hard because it's like you see all these people, even like yourself, like you're doing open jams, open mic nights, things like that, and it's just like I want to put myself out there, but it's fear of that. I'm watching all these people fly, and I'm just like barely trying to
and I'm
crawl on through.
I'm just trying to learn how to walk.
What song was that? Forgive me for
that's from Bending Straight Lines.
Yeah, that's the one I was just jamming.
Yeah. You had to play when I walked in.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one.
Yeah, it was a fun song to make. Had my friend, Isaac Polito, the drummer I was talking to you about. So he plays drums on all my songs, and for this one I had like my roommate John. His name is John Portillo, and he's a guitarist, and so he was playing that like those like guitar licks and all that.
Nice.
I also had Dane Relaford, who's he's a piano player in town. He's really fucking good, and he was playing that like piano, all the piano stuff.
Yeah, the keys were nice, man.
That song was fun to make because I got like a bunch of different people. Anyway,
so the collab, that's cool. So how do you meet these people? Just being on the scene, or
pretty much. So like really just going out, like honestly I don't really know, like I just kind of you kind of like just go out and put yourself out there, which was kind of easy for me to do because I didn't know anyone here. So it was like, what am I gonna do? Just not have any friends for for the rest of the time. Like it's kind of like backs against the wall. Like you got to go out and like
put yourself out there.
And honestly, people in Austin are so friendly. Like people, like I got received very well, I think, and a lot of it was because people are so nice here, and like, no one's like really exclusive. I felt like, no one was like, no, you're not. I don't want you in the music scene. You know?
Yeah,
I didn't get any.
You
bad
can't get
vibes.
in.
Like, I didn't get any bad vibes from anyone. Even like, you know, like these guys I'm talking about are like extremely fucking good. And like, you know, it's just like really good vibes here. Like with the music scene is really welcoming. It's really community oriented. I feel like, but yeah, I guess that's how. And then like, you know, you meet your friends' friends and like, yeah, it kind of just all unravels and you just keep going out. I think that's the biggest thing. Like just
did you seek that? Like, did you seek like, I guess, was that like a prerequisite? I mean, I'm pretty sure you wanted to just make friends in general, but like, were you kind of like, hey man, I want to meet some musician friends? Like,
sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So for anybody, because what you've done is kind of like the story of Austin, right? It's like,
yes. Yeah.
You know, people want to move here because they, you know, the people are nice and, you know, it's a little weird sometimes, but I like it, man. Yeah. I embrace the weird, but it's like,
I've never had like a moment where it was like weird, where I was like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a good weird.
I've never been like weirded out, you know?
Like I'm from Lubbock, Texas.
Right.
So, which I love my, you know, I love where I came from and all that, but it's like a time capsule there. It's kind of like, it's hard to explain. It's kind of like they're kind of more set in their values, and it's not really, not saying that they're not welcoming, because I feel like Texas in general is very, you know, very very nice people, but it's like it's just a little different than when you come like to Austin or San Antonio vibes. Houston's crazy. No disrespect, Houston, but Houston scares the shit out of me.
Yeah,
it's just so many
really
people, man.
Yeah, I heard it's huge. I heard the traffic there is worse than it is here, actually.
Oh my God, bro. It's terrible.
I actually think it's number one in the country. I think no, wait, that might be LA.
It's up there. Yeah, LA may. I think I heard LA was pretty rough.
LA can get bad.
But
yeah, man, that's Texas is nice.
Yeah, not a bad place to live, man. People are great. A lot of great food. If you're in a Mexican food, barbecue, they even got a bunch of like Korean barbecue.
Dude, there's so many. Yeah, there's so many various Asian places around Austin. I've noticed. There's some good ones, man. Like especially Korean barbecue is like really hot, and like Vietnamese food's getting like, or I guess it always was. I don't really know, but it's pretty popular here. It seems like.
Yeah,
that shit's good.
Food trucks. You ever hit up any food truck? It's like the food truck capital here. I may be lying on that. I don't know, but there's a lot of them, and they're good, man.
Yeah, there's some good food trucks, man. I mean, cuisine wise, like, I don't know, maybe someone from New York and LA would disagree. And I wouldn't know any better, but I feel like this is pretty damn good. Like,
yeah, you got like a whole mixed bag of just different
you can get
foods.
Like for every thing I would want to try. I feel like I could find it here and find like good quality, like I don't know, like Ethiopian food or something like that.
Yeah,
you know, I feel like you can just find that.
Yeah, because I had some Korean barbecue,
I don't know,
like not too long ago for the first time. I was like, damm,
first time?
Yeah, man, like my palate was just, it wasn't expanded like it should be. But I have a buddy up here, and he's kind of like you. Whenever we moved up here, I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
And whenever we got to these apartments, we just that's where I met my core friend group, and it just kind of grew from there. Well, one of my buddies, Richie, shout out Richie. He's like the local. He knows everything. Hey man, on this street, there's this taco truck. Okay. You know, on Tuesdays, this place is popping. Yeah. Like he's like my insider guy, man. So, and the crazy thing is he's from New York.
Okay.
So even he's like, man, like the food game down here is like,
that's surprising.
Yeah, but
I always thought New York was like probably the like mecca of like, I guess, all the food. I mean, there's like Chinatown and like
they got their own sectors of
there's like little Ukraine, little Italy, little all these little you name it. It's in New York, but we don't have a Chinatown though. That would be dope if we had one.
I know, that'd be cool. There's like I DoorDash like kind of on the side, little side hustle, and I'll go pick up from some restaurants. Like I'm like, damn, I've never heard of this place. And there's like a little section of just nothing but Asian food. And man, I tell you, when I walk in there, I'm like, damn, like it had me like, I'd go make my delivery and then, you know, that weekend I'll take my wife there and like, hey, let's go eat here because it smelled so good when I picked this person's food up. Oh yeah,
Almost
man.
ate their food.
I know. Dude, I've been tempted, especially when it's Wingstop. I'm a big wing guy.
I don't think I've been there actually.
Oh my
It's
God.
not big in Cincinnati at least.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could find better. I know Pluckers is a big thing down here.
Fuck, I've seen that.
But yeah, Wingstop, man.
I've been to Zaxby's. I went to Zaxby's. That was pretty good.
I have not tried Zaxby's yet. I heard it was pretty good.
Okay.
So
I know that's big in like the South in general, I think. But yeah.
I like how we made it to chicken wings. Man, you can't talk about Austin without talking about a little bit of food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
Food and music, man. That's what it is.
I can't disagree with that.
But yeah, so let's see. I know we touched on a little bit how we met. I know we talked about a couple of your songs. Was there anything that you have you been working on anything? Or I know you said you're kind of like right now just...
Yeah, so I'm kind of like, I am working on some songs. It's been a weird last week though, because I was moving. So I moved. And everyone knows how like hectic that can be.
Oh yeah.
Time consuming and all that.
You got to find your friends to help.
Yeah.
That's how you know who the real ones are right there.
Yeah. So my roommates helped me out. And so yeah. So there's that. And I've been working on a few songs for sure. But I would say it's been a slow last couple of weeks just because of the move. And I'm auditioning. I told you this, I think.
I was going to get into it.
Sorry.
No, you're good, man. Yeah. Segue.
All right. Segue. Okay. But so I'm auditioning for this band called Chancla Fight Club.
Chancla Fight Club.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, hold on.
Yeah.
That name deserves a round of applause. You know, how many times I've been hit by a chancla growing up? If that's what I'm thinking it is.
Yeah. I suppose I haven't met them yet, really, but I had it's like a online, well, not online, but I sent videos of myself playing the song that they requested me to play over, and one other song they just said like send a couple vids, and so I sent them, and they haven't gotten back to me, but hopefully,
yeah, man.
And if they like those videos, they said there'll be like a in-person audition, I guess, on Saturday, so hopefully.
Hey, man.
So I've been anyways, like past couple of weeks or past week, I guess, I've been really trying to like get their shit down,
fine tune it. Yeah.
Like I spent most of my weekend and last week, or like the latter half of last week, I guess, just like I was playing a ton of bass. So I'm auditioning to be their bass player.
Okay.
And their bass parts are awesome, and they're not easy. So I was really practicing getting that down. So I guess my own music has taken the back seat in that time span, but yeah, I'm working on stuff.
That's cool though, and man, I hope you get it, brother. Like if that's really what you're wanting, like put it out there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome if I get
maybe next time I'll be interviewing Chancla Fight Club.
I was gonna say,
Let's go.
If I get in, maybe we'll get the whole members. You got enough room on this couch.
Yeah, man. And well, good things to come. I know that everything that you have out is on the link tree, right? So
yes, yeah.
If anybody wants to find you, bio, Instagram, socials, all that, they can listen to your music there. Guys, check this guy out. He's super dope. It's a vibe. Yeah, man. And anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
I don't believe so. I think I said my piece. All my social media and all that's on the link tree. But yeah.
Yeah, they got to know you a little bit, man. They got to peek behind the curtain a little bit.
A little peek, yeah. But yeah, thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it. This was fun.
Yeah, man. Hey,
first podcast for me.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, we'll have you back on, brother.
Hell yeah.
Whenever you get your band going.
Yeah, I'll bring all the chanclas over here.
Hey, yeah, man. Just don't hit me with them.
All right.
All right, brother.
All right, man.
Guys, thank you for watching the JPC Frequency Podcast. Peace.
said I would try, but it's not getting easier. And why am I always working overtime? It's getting hard watching others fly when I'm trying to walk. You're so divine.